Greetings and welcome to another Alpha Magnus review. Today we've got the second half of this wave of Masters of the Universe / X Transformers. As I mentioned previously, I had to order multiple of these to get one that wasn't destroyed. I don't know what's up with Target's shipping system. They gotta fix that. This one, I think, is pretty good. Man-at-Arms still has a slash on the back, but this one's still okay. Love the background here. The sort of G1 Transformer tech. There's Snake Mountain up there. There is I didn't even realize that up there. Castle Grayskull. There's Megatron, there's Skeletor, and so on. This is kind of, as I said, a cop-out of a thing. It's infused with strength and raw power of Megatron, leader, blah, 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 blah. They get Energon, and it gives them armor based off of that. Really, really not the crossover I prefer. I would prefer, hey, Megatron, actually transforms into this armor or something to that extent. There's his stats. But this doesn't transform at all. And I guess they're considering like the weapons combining, which is the least Transformer thing about all this. It's almost close to Mask. Hey, that fell out. Same basic book. We're not going to go over that. I'm sure someone out there in the mythos has, in the miasma has gone over that. I really love those backdrops. Let's point this down so that you can actually see the items that I'm pulling out. I don't like this. This is a very rubbery thing, and these tend to break down over the years. So that's a bit of a bummer. I've yet to have one of those that didn't get sticky after a couple of years. Ugh. Packaging is not great on these. Now, Skeletor, a little bit harder to find in the wild. You could probably just walk into any Target today and you will find Man-at-Arms sitting on the shelf wasting away. And that's partly because he's not as exciting of a figure, let's be honest. So here's Megatron armor. Skeletor, he does have the robotic looking Skeletor armor there. That's pretty interesting. It does spin all the way around. So how does this attach? Oh, that's weird. It's got little clippy parts there. So that's a new piece altogether. And then these are new, of course, because this is not. I thought that would be able to come off, which that's a bummer because that would have been kind of cool. And then this chest piece here. I assumed that this would have been separate. Let's see, because this should still... No, that's a solid piece. I figured this was this chest armor that just clicked on. So there's a lot of new molding with this figure versus that, which is kind of just armor on top of that. Now, the head is, of course, new. That is a Megatron helmet on top of Skeletor's face. The waist is even new because it's blocky. Huh. Feet new. A lot of new sculpt on this guy. Not a lot of payoff, in my opinion. Skeletor is better than Man-at-Arms. I will definitely be on that. But this is where we hit the transforming part of this. Supposedly, this is all right, so you pull that apart. What do you click this down? And now it's his Havoc staff. But he also comes with a Havoc staff flail like Megatron would have. And then a weird sword Havoc staff. So he's like triple Havoc staffed. I think that's a little excessive, guys. And as per usual, there is no inclination on the box where to put anything. That's like, it shows you this, but you get this extra piece here. I guess maybe it goes on this. Yeah, it looks like it does. So at least he's got a spot for it versus Duncan over there who did not. This sword is kind of superfluous. I don't know why they included it. I would rather have had a light or something in this than in that. I'm kind of just ragging on this because I feel like I did it better when I did these years ago. I did some He-Man Transformers, and I made them like Skeletor, you know, turns into a motorcycle kind of a deal. I feel like that was a better route to go than whatever the hell this is. Now, mind you, I'm sure Hasbro still has their side to show, but they need to show it already because, this being new molding, it's kind of tight. But yeah, this is danger. This is danger zone. In fact, if you have this, wrap this up in, and you're gonna store it, wrap it up in like thin paper, kind of like this stuff. Comes in Hasbro packaging. Because this will fuse to your other plastics. Because it has a plasticizer in it, and it never really cures. It just eventually turns to gel. Very dumb that they use this. I don't like it. Stop using that. But here's his Havoc staff. Can we... And this just falls out of his hand too, which is also super annoying. Let's see. So this goes in here. There's a little slot there. Does that go? It is supposed to go right here. So then you can have him doing that. So I guess he technically could have both weapons in his hands. So Skeletor, much better design, much more worth of the buck. I kind of just got these to tick the crossover. Wow, that is on there now. Don't want to break it. To tick the old crossover mark on in my brain. There's going to be some stuff coming up soon about that crossovers for me. So keep an eye out on that, including possibly a name change. We will figure that out when time comes. I'm kind of just tired of everyone. Like, I made this name 20 years ago. Actually, probably 24 years ago now, because of Car Robots, Robots in Disguise 2001. And now Alpha Male's a thing, and it's a whole mess. Don't want to get into it now, but essentially keep an eye out on the channel. Might be doing some changes, because currently I'm Alpha Magnus, and currently that's a toy.